Wrocławia Promenades is a project that we worked on starting in 2007. We actually did several variants of the project, working very closely with the master plan. Very good basis for our work, actually. One of the key themes was to open up the city back to the river, because much of Wrocław is actually facing away from the main part of the river. And this, of course, is what makes the center of the old city so attractive. So we wanted to try to capture some of that spirit in this district. One of the things that's really, I think, fascinating about this project is not only is it a large mixed-use district, but it actually has the kinds of developers and investors behind it that can help it avoid some of the difficulties that we experienced here in Miasteczka Wilanów. And one of the big advantages of having not only Vantage on the team, but also Impel behind, is that they really do understand not only how to keep places in order, but to keep them secure. And that kind of knowledge, I think, is really going to pay off and create a beautiful, integrated, harmonious community. The other things, though, that we drew very much from our experience in Miasteczka Wilanów is that we're encouraging the developer to work with many different architects, and I know they're going down that path. We're encouraging them to make sure that it is a property that accommodates many different people, people of different income groups, that focus on a quality of life. And that quality of life is more of an urban quality of life, which I think is key to sustainability in the future. So I think it's a great opportunity in Wrocław to create this infill district rather than extending the city further, requiring enormous investment in infrastructure that actually you'll never really catch up to, because you build that infrastructure, the city expands, the traffic increases, the costs increase, the maintenance increases, and by keeping things compact, you basically can short-circuit that whole difficult cycle. So I think this project has an excellent foundation. We worked, I think, very well with both the developer and the city, respecting their objectives. The variant that was chosen is probably the most flexible one, and flexibility is extremely important on large projects because the market will evolve over the next 5 to 8 years, and this will allow the developer to accommodate those adjustments in the market, and that will also ensure the success of the project. I think one of the critical things in any of these large developments is that we actually have to make a very, very attractive public realm. And we think this is critical as well in the development in Wrocław, is the quality of those public spaces, the parks, and keeping in mind that it's about lifestyle, it's about enhancing people's lives. That's the bottom line. And without places like this, you can't really do it. It's not just square meters, it's these kinds of environments. One of the real assets that Wrocławia Promenades has is its waterfront. We have a site in Brazil where beaches are basically the main social spaces. They almost take the role of streets or squares in European cities. And we were hoping that for the promenade we would also have that kind of energy, especially during the summertime on the waterfront that we see in Brazil, where people of all generations are out playing, enjoying themselves on the water's edge, taking advantage of the freshness. And also being near the water reminds you you're part of a much bigger ecosystem. So there's something special about that. And as I said, we focus quite a bit on that in our projects in places like Brazil. Often, it's difficult to have that opportunity here in Poland, but